Welcome back. We're going to be doing a humbucker review. I finally did. If you saw my first video, I got a Seymour Duncan Black Winter. Review of the packaging, extremely cool. Very reminiscent of the early scenes of black metal in the tape trading world kind of thing in Europe. Awesome looking pickup. Hopefully the camera catches it. This is the blackened version because the word black was not in the title enough. So they added that, which we enjoy. All it means is the Seymour Duncan logo. You can see the back. Just looks like a humbucker. The Seymour Duncan logo on there, which you can kind of see right there, is in black font and the standard is white. So the blackened edition, that's it. But of course, we had to do it. But what guitar is it going in? I'm glad you asked. Get ready to see a true abomination. So, it will be going in this lovely beast, which is, if you can read that, an Aria Diamond Standard Plus. Not a whole lot of research that you can do on these things because there's just not a whole lot of information out there. But from what I can gather, it was probably made in the 70s or 80s. I know it was made in Japan. This one, and I'll put up a picture of it so you can see, had a, dare I say, custom pick guard. A bright pink pick guard, hand cut and glued or taped or something that left a lot of residue to all this real estate where the neck pickup slot would be on most guitars. So I pulled that off pretty much literally as soon as I got this guitar home. I really bought the whole thing for, if you notice, that pickup, the EMG 81, which is worth more than I paid for the whole ensemble. And this is going to get refinished by my buddy Donnie at DCG Customs in Richmond, Kentucky. You can see those active pickup batteries. They did not route for those. They just stuck them in and yep. But this is going to get all refinished, custom paint job, some custom graphics coming. It's going to be awesome. And since I really don't like maple fretboards, we're doing a little bit of fun stuff to that too that I'll review for sure. But it should be a cool project and shouldn't be too long before it's done. Alrighty. Back for the Seymour Duncan Black Winter pickup review. This is the guitar finished in all its glory. Absolutely beautiful. And I'm sure it'll be nearly impossible to pick up on this camera, but this is a color shifting pigment. Actually, just looking at it myself, you might be able to pick that up. So the way that I see it with my eyes in real life, the closer I am to the guitar, the more blue it looks. The further away I am, the more dark purple it looks, which is a really cool combination. We got these sweet graphics here. You can see our Valkyrie and Norse Raven up there. Figured it's kind of black wintry Viking theme there a little bit. Can't feel them at all. They're vinyl graphics under the finish, or under the clear coat, technically. I can't really feel them at all under there. It's just nice and smooth. Same with the graphics on the top, and be upside down, but named the guitar, the Neff Guitars Valhalla on the back there as well. And the neck is done with the same finish. And then you might be curious, hopefully the camera picks it up pretty well here, about this inlay. I said in the start of this video that I filmed a couple weeks ago, I don't like maple necks. I don't really like the way they feel, even though that's kind of whatever. But I definitely don't like the way they look. And I own, 25 guitars. I don't have any maple fingerboards. I just don't like the way they look. They're ugly to me. And I don't care if you like them, that's totally fine. It's 100% subjective. But I found a company called Neck Illusions, plug them a little bit. that make these inlays, and these are actually stickers, and they're very cool. And I was super skeptical, but it cost like 30 bucks, so I was like, whatever, the pickup was 3 times that price. But they're little stickers that are individually measured to the frets and cut real precise, and you just lay them in right on top, and they just kind of tack right down. But these stickers are so thin that you cannot feel them. It's bizarre, and like I said, I was very, very skeptical at first, but you can't feel them at all under the strings. It doesn't change the tone, of course. I'm not even sure how it would, but it doesn't change the tone at all. But more importantly, it doesn't change the playability across the fingerboard in the least. You don't even know that they're there unless you're actually looking at it. Just by feel, it's 100% the same. And along those lines, and remember, this guitar was originally a Diamond Aria Standard Plus, something like that. This is one of the best necks I think I've ever played. It's incredible. These are the really, really, really narrow, very, very short frets that were popular on Japanese guitars back in the 70s and 80s. Very hard to find narrow size fret wire in guitars today. Everybody uses jumbos and medium jumbo and all that stuff, and just fret wire's gotten bigger for whatever reason. These are so low that the action on this guitar is crazy, crazy low. And there's really no buzz at all. Perfect intonation, perfect playability. You can fly across this thing because these frets are so low. And that's awesome. I love that. But anyways, this is supposed to be a pickup review. So there's our Seymour Duncan Black Winter Blackened Edition. My initial thoughts right out of the gate, this thing's awesome. It's killer. It's so good. It is an extremely high output humbucker. I don't know if you can, probably won't be able to see, well, maybe a little bit. But I have it set pretty low down below the strings, because even at that setting, pretty low down into that pocket, the output was crazy high and extremely loud. And that's pretty sweet, especially if you're playing metal, which if you're buying the Black Winter, you probably should be playing metal. But very, very high output, just sounds brutal. This is my favorite configuration of guitars. I love the simplicity. We've just got a volume knob and then a kill switch. All you need. Anything more than that's just wasting resources. But very simplistic design. It sounds killer. This is just the clean, so we're just going into the Boss 50 watt Katana. So just playing chords like that. And at max volume, it gets kind of screechy if we just, pick a random chord. At least through the Katana. To me, it sounds a little bit screechy on that high end, but if you roll it off just a little bit, it cleans up like beautifully. And you get, even like a jazz tone. Just real creamy. And that's just rolled back like 10 to 15%. And it just sounds gorgeous. I love it. And that's pretty much where I keep it no matter what I'm doing. But that I just played there was right through clean channel, no pedals, no noise gate, nothing, just clean into the 50 watt Katana. Just so ultra clean and really creamy. I love it. It's awesome. Sounds great. But it's not really made for jazz, though it does sound really sweet. let's play it. We'll do through the death metal pedal. So this is Digitech, I believe, makes it. So the death metal into the katana, and we'll turn on the noise gate so it kills that hum. So we've got noise gate, death metal, katana. Hopefully you recognize that. If we're playing on the Black Winter, we gotta just play Black Winter Day, right? One of the most iconic metal songs of all time. And it sounds awesome. So like I said, just through the death metal and a noise gate, kill the hum, right into the katana. Easy home build, home rig, whatever you want to call it. Not an expensive or professional setup by any means. Sounds killer on those big chords. Just sounds awesome. It's so gnarly. I love it. But anyways, we'll play a little bit of Black Winter and see what it sounds like. Gotta be one of my favorite chord riffs, and it's super easy. Go learn it. It's just power chords. It's simple. But this thing sounds amazing. I love it. Not getting a whole lot of sustain out of that just because of the noise gate killing it, but super clear articulation on the top there, playing a little job for cowboy stuff. Very crystal clear, very awesome. Highly recommend the pickup. And this neck inlay, also highly recommend if you want to make something cool. Hopefully you can see the graphics, like some angel kind of thing on there, kind of fit with the Valkyrie kind of Norse theme. Very awesome. Shout out to DCG Custom Guitars in Richmond, Kentucky for doing all the spray work and everything on the body. All I did was install the actual stickers on the fretboard and like the bridge and the tuning machines, which is, you just turn screws, so that's easy. Everything else done by them down at DCG Custom. Killer guitar. Love it. Highly recommend.